Hey, what's up? This is Scott with the Level Up Tuts, and today we're going to be going over the second half of the admin bar in Drupal 7. So, picking up where we left off, we're going to head up the modules page, and this modules page is something you will be visiting a lot. So, what modules are in Drupal are they're sort of added functionality. They're sort of blocks of functionality that you add into the site to do all sorts of stuff. And that's really what makes Drupal so powerful. So on its own, the base install of Drupal, I don't know how many sites would be just the base version of Drupal with no additional modules installed, as in, core modules included in that. The core modules are the ones that come with Drupal. So as you can see, not all of them are even turned on. This gives you site-wide contact forms. Here's a discussion forums is turned off. Not all of these you're going to use, so it really just, when you install Drupal, it only installs the ones that it thinks are the most used. So as you can see, sometimes you might, depending on your needs, you would turn on maybe something like trigger that's going to have an action happen when something else happens. For the most part, these core modules won't cut it for your whole site. And the great thing about Drupal is all of the additional modules you can find on Drupal's website. So if we go to drupal.org, and then we go to, you can just click on modules. As you can see, there's over 15,000 modules. Some of the most used ones are views. I personally use views on every project. It's sort of a way of displaying content, token, path auto. These are all things that we're going to get into, and I'm going to spend some time on them when I install them on our site. But for now, just know that modules are a way to extend the functionality of your site. To install them, we'll be going over that process as well, but once they're installed, they show up here, and then you can enable them and unenable them, or you can access their permissions, or you configure them based on what that module has to offer. Next is configuration. This is another big one, because configuration is where you're going to find all sorts of stuff. And one of the things I want to do right away is I want to add this performance to the shortcut bar. So that now would be a good time to show you how to add something to the shortcut bar. Clearing the cache in Drupal is something you will have to do frequently. So I'm just going to click this plus button that is next to the name right here, and it adds it to my shortcut bar. If I want to get rid of it, you can click it again. Sure you want to delete this shortcut? Yes. Well, because I want it, let's leave it up there. As now you can see, anytime you click this shortcut, it's going to take you to this page. In here you can also aggregate and compress your CSS files and aggregate your JavaScript files, and that's something that's good to do once your site is live and working, because what that's going to do is it's going to improve the load time of your site. So here's where you set up all your caching stuff, and here's where you clear your cache if you need to. So let's go back to configuration. In here we have all sorts of stuff. You can get into site information. This is, you can add a slogan. This is sort of some front page stuff. In another tutorial, we're going to be making our own front page and not using their default front page. You can set a 404 page. There's really a lot in here. So we're going to be going over a lot of these individually in their own tutorials, but feel free to poke around here and just sort of see what this configuration menu has to offer. If you need to change your regional settings, here you can set up image styles, where that when you upload an image or when you're displaying an image, it's going to create a cached version of it that it looks a certain way for you. This actually used to be a separate module called image cache, but in Drupal 7 it's built right in. Here you can also find things about logging and errors. You can put your site into maintenance mode if you're updating, so that people don't see that you're offline, you can have your own customized message saying, that you're updating or something. So in reports, reports are really good. If you are having problems, this is where you're going to want to come. You can get general status reports, but I like to visit this recent log messages. If something weird is happening, this pretty much keeps a record of everything that's happening. As you can see, because we installed the site, it's pretty much installing all these modules, and that all happened when we installed the site. And then help, help is going to take you to help content that sort of tells you how to use this stuff. I don't really use help that much, but it would be helpful if you want to learn about some of the functionality in Drupal. So this overlay menu, this is just a setting. Some people turn this off. I usually just leave this overlay menu on. If you click off of this, you're back on your site here. So one last thing, if you want to log out of your admin, you can click this log out, and it's going to kick you back here. If you've configured your site to not have this user login right here on the home page, because personally, I don't usually have that on there unless clients need to log in, or if it's a site where lots of people have accounts, they'll want to log in on the home page, or I usually set up a link to either open up a modal box or take them to another page where they can log in. But let's just say this user box is in here. To log in, you just simply browse to user, and then it comes up here with your username and password. Okay, well that's it for the menu bar. In the next lesson, we're going to show you how to install a theme. Once again, this is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment or hit us up on Twitter or email. Twitter, it's @LevelUpTuts. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.